Let it go.
He's bad, dude. He's
so
real bad.
But I like the dart. The dart's very neat.
Yeah, offlane Ricky's legit. One Ricky's not legit.
Well, here we go. Game number 1.
I just ruined someone's pub.
You definitely did.
Someone's like, oh, I'm going to queue up right now.
At TrentPax.
You know the worst part is that you also buy Meteor Hammer, but it works.
It does.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
But this game, OG facing off against Aster. Again, a battle for... I think that this is going to be the thing that's really interesting to watch, right? OG came in, game number 1. They did a lot of voice lines, like they're doing right now. But the other thing that they did was they looked incredible. Particularly like that first game of the day that I felt like we watched. Aster really, really didn't. It was a painful day for them, and obviously coming in without their mid player. Now they got him. This is the opportunity. It's like if you have a bad day in groups, I feel like there's almost no better way to like try and turn it back around than just be like, yeah, it's that other guy. You know, he was the problem.
Yeah,
here.
it's
Exactly.
true. You don't usually have that as a TI team.
Exactly.
Yeah, no one's ever subbed out a player and brought someone else in.
But this is the time.
Yeah.
Will it happen? Will Aster be able to redeem themselves? The crowd is going wild with anticipation.
For both teams.
That's true. Well, you're always going to cheer for the 2-time TI champions. OG wanting to maintain it. Now, the other thing that we saw in that last series that we cast of OG was Seb buying 3 crowns, preemptively calling out his shot.
Yes, of course.
Let's see if he does it again here. Probably not on this hero.
No triple crown build today, I don't think.
Sad.
I don't think he needs Atos Veil on his Earthshaker.
Horn sounds. And off to the races we will go. Anything that really stands out is interesting. We've got the Ring Basilius for the Skywrath. Mr. Sucks himself.
It's a good item.
I like it.
I remember one of the TIs, everyone thought Bassi was bad, and like the first game, OG bought 4 of them, and then everyone was buying Bassi. It's probably TI9 because everyone was just copying them. You know, they were more concerned about their games at TI9 than they were at TI8, obviously.
Wow, that's a good point. Yeah, they're starting to pay more attention. To win one time, it's going to happen again. So you can see in this mid lane, White Album going to face off against Hobson playing on the Storm Spirit. And, well, across all 3 of these lanes, kill potential will be interesting to watch. Obviously, as an Ursa, you can try and put the bully on for Seb and doing a good job of it.
Yeah, I think bottom's very interesting because you have to take the Fisher level 1 as the Earthshaker, right? Because you want to block the wave back and get in a good position. And so they know there's not going to be any sort of like a totem, and that he can't be level 2 having the totem and the Aftershock. So the trades are going to favor Monet for the first 2 levels, but 1 and 2. Only at 3 is there like something else for Seb where he can like actually totem and stun you. So it's very interesting as to like how much of your regen you want to commit as OG, because this is an IO.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Monet, will he go down though? All the regen coming from Lanham, it's not going to be enough, and has the salve going now. So yeah, I mean, I guess the flip side to this is that the wave is it doesn't feel great. That can't feel good as Seb.
No, I wouldn't say so. I feel like he might be rearing that one a little bit. Now come back at level 1. We'll make it in time, of course, for the waves. It's not the worst deal, but I mean, he was already getting his mana back.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the plus side is that you're able to burn through the salve, but yeah, this is what Monet is definitely going to be somewhat happy with. Get some of those. I mean, he can get this damage on, though. This is deadly. Seb has to be careful. Can't afford to go down now, and will manage to make his escape. That was
5 stacks.
Wow.
He was dead. One more click. All right, well, very happy. I'm sure that he's going to get that back.
Mid. So far, 15 and 12, but Thompson carrying 2 creeps with him should keep him right even there with the Storm Spirit. Oryx, in the meantime, will get a good chunk of damage down to Dota. Has creeps following him, too.
He's level 2, man. This is the Danger Weaver. He's dead. And even Sumail also, like, kind of baiting a little bit there, keeping his HP low, but Oryx knows better.
Again, for anybody out there that's been missing the memo, Weaver so strong in the support route because of those bugs and just laying down the swarm on top of people. It lowers the armor so quickly, and then you have a choice of, do I trade hits or do I kill the bugs on me? And oftentimes the answer is just run away, but not quick enough.
Soxa, I see Not super happy with his lanes. Look at this. He's just running at these couriers down bottom.
Look at this.
He does. This is, again, we've watched OG several games in a row now, and he does this a lot. He places this deep ward, and he just goes for the courier kills. And that really, really hurts an IO. Because like, the whole point of IO is just buying a bunch of regen and sending it out.
Mid lane, Thompson almost brought down White Album there. Getting really close. And instead, oh my god, it's just a deny
He's
there.
just suiciding. Yeah, we're
That's
good.
fine. Thompson chasing White Album. Looking for that rune. He has another round of toss, and he got him.
There you go.
Pull back, though. And White Album gets healed back up. Atlanta making the rotation, and now Thompson going to fall. Was it worth it? Oh, but he's getting hit by those little freaking Vul Assassins. They're the worst. Oh, he salved during it.
Oh, salving during Vul Assassins.
Dude, the envenomed weapon.
This guy's still sick.
Yeah. So it reduces the regen
know.
so much. Oh, that's unfortunate.
So he's trying like highly over and saying, wait, what's going on here?
What happened? Well, nonetheless, they're still going to have the water rune, so that will keep him back up. Should be fine. So out of the early gate, nothing really to write home about. Obviously, the Thompson death, not what you want to see for OG fans, but still going to be fine on this Tiny. Hey, trading some hits there with Seb. Went for the jump away. Some right clicks down and forces him back. Still only level 3 on this Ursa. Seb, after that initial pressure, has been able to have a nice time in this bot lane.
Yeah, part of that from Soxa like running away, right?
Oh, chance, opportunity, no power, not gonna go for it.
Really good timings on these slows from Soxa. It's like finding that perfect moment where like draws them in deep enough that it's like ruining the lane equilibrium, and then he gets the slow so they don't get the finish on the kill. And then Seb can just retreat back, heal up, and hope for this wave to push back out. Unfortunately, this time not getting it. And Soxa, he actually got that courier. Man, keeps on sniping them down there, just barely. No.
Oh
no,
my god!
No.
What? Oh,
he got the miss.
Oh, he had that one. Sumail chased. Did they have enough there? It doesn't look like it. So they will be able to get out of there with Sumail. Obviously heals back up, has the stick charges once he's down to full agi.
I was thinking, Lineups got to send out a sentry, right? Like, and he has one, but unfortunately, of course, his courier's dead, and by the time it comes out, the ward's going to be dead. So if he sentries this blank hill, I'm just going to be depressed for him.
Yeah, won't be good. Seb, again, go for the
nice silence.
Lots of damage, amped up. Chasing down onto Seb, another round. Dude,
White
he's
Album.
playing this so safe. White Album, Monet, he's alive on nothing.
Brutal.
40 HP as the chase down comes. And that is a 6-0 start for Aster.
Oh, man. Puck players and Storm players, if you get too close to the tower, they are just so hungry for that rotation. Storm usually is like lacking on the mana. It's a bit easier for the puck players, but finding an opportunity like that is so good for a Storm this early in the game.
Rax had Sakuchi, but Sumail playing very close with his HP. So in spite of the 6-kill lead, Aster ahead of OG in that regard, they're still doing quite well in terms of net worth, it feels like. And yeah, No Tail gives a little tip after getting the D ward. God, there's some great voice line chat going on. Aster, they're not backing down from it.
Don't get too distracted now. Make sure you're still playing some Dota when you're playing the mental warfare here. Soxa going for another good ward here. He's not trying to like hide them in crazy places, just a pillar ward. Might have been spotted because of that ward there from Aster, and now he wants to go for a kill.
Oh, I think the White Album realized it though.
Yeah, I mean he has the wards. We knows he's lurking in that area somewhere. He might not be sure if he's rotated out, and Borax is gonna go have a look. Oh well, there he is on the ward anyway, so now they're well aware.
So far, so good from Aster. I mean, this is an entirely different team that we saw yesterday. Like, I don't remember who it was that we were watching, but they didn't even look like it was on the same pedigree. This time around, net worths are even. It feels like they're making the good rotations.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And OG gonna need to come up with some answers. Again, 6-0, not the end of the world, but from where I think a lot of people were expecting this game to go, it's looking like it's actually going to be competitive.
Yeah, a lot of that will just be continuing to keep the snowball moving for the Ursa, right? Top of the net worth, has the IO in play this game, so that usually means that we're going to be playing around the first Roche and then relocate ganks. Now, speaking of ganks,
tries to do it. Thompson looking for the toss back. Can he find it? Not quite quick enough. That was a 4-hero rotation bottom, trying to find a kill. Not going to be able to get it. Sumail now, taking a lot of damage himself from XXS.
Just free damage, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely worked into right there.
Silence. Oh, they baited out the avalanche. Thought he was going to zip in. Nicely played by White Album to recognize the danger there. Meanwhile, up top, continuing to go in on Sumail. They've got him fully boxed in. Has the bugs on him. Relocate afterwards. The net, they caught him. Oh, nicely played. The bug stays no matter where you go. And Sumail, he's going to fall. Dude, that Helm of the Dominator creep, that was some good stuff. But in the meantime, Topson going to be able to claim this Tier 1 tower mid. So, nothing free. You're playing against OG.
Yeah, but at least, you know, they will indeed get that top tower and perhaps could make a rotation through the jungle, right? Like, this is now XXS's home, as Seb will also get it with TP. Beastmasters, they like to play in a very specific area. You know, we've been showing some heat maps today. I'm sure in like 10 minutes, the Beastmaster heat map is going to be basically just top, right?
Yes.
Unless they want to get like really active in defenses on that bottom and mid lane. Oh, speaking of, man, look where Topson's playing. He always takes these deep curves. It means that he's late for ganks sometimes, but this is why he gets solo kills sometimes, you know? He doesn't do like the straight beeline.
Well,
And now he's in a strange spot because of
yeah,
this.
well, that's what's funny about this. I mean, they might be able to make something happen. They hit onto Topson, realize he's there.
Look at this
Now
guy.
get the vision.
Look
Have
at
a
this
toss.
guy.
Well played.
The angles, man.
That was very well done.
He's just way out there on the curve. They don't see it coming. It's costly because if he doesn't get that kill, he's not farming during that time period. And this is partially why we've seen him falling further down the net worth chart than we're used to for Topson. But they're allocating way more of their farm towards like Sumail in these games. But not so much this game because you know, connects in it with some help on that gank and mostly just been hitting creeps in this one.
That's what he needs to do. And I think that if we're sort of thinking about sort of the macro way that this game is going to play out, you talk about the Beastmaster staying up top. Is there sort of a similar hero that you see from OG? Because like Seb, I feel like kind of just wants to farm to get his items, but
yeah, that's the problem with Shaker, right? Is that if your lane doesn't go so well, I mean, his was like okay, just like an average lane.
Yeah.
Shaker still has that issue of like, I'm gonna be down here for the next like 6 minutes, guys.
Right.
The best thing you can do to help your Earth Shaker is take towers, right? Because it gives him more space to farm and it gives him some gold.
already taking mid, definitely highlight, and the rest of the team of OG going to group together now to take this bottom tier 1 tower as well. There is a catapult mid for Aster, and it looks like they are going to try and pressure this one with that. But the question is, will there be a rotation from OG? There's already an Ice Blast flowing out. Yeah, mass rotations head over this way. Borax, recognizing the danger, will back out. Topson. Oh, they stick around a little bit too long. They got White Album in the area too. Moves on in, finds him there, pull back, a couple right clicks, goes through. That dude, he's done. Eventually. Wait, mid. Oh. Quick blow up there. Borax got caught. It happens in a second. That's all it takes.
I mean, that's a dangerous support too. Very reminiscent of how LGD were playing before with, what was theirs? Sky Clock? Yeah, so, I mean, harder for the stuns, sure, but equally as deadly in terms of damage. And like we said, XSS occupying some territory up here. Just annex control over the dire jungle, turning into Aster's turf. But likewise, you know, maybe we'll see OG make a rotation in that bottom lane, but if they do, there's a lot of Aster heroes there right now. They feel confident enough to perhaps go towards the dire triangle.
You know, I want to see really how this game plays out over the next couple minutes too, because these types of moves that you're talking about, heading into this triangle if they go for it, or just you know the getting the Helm of the Overlord online for that Beastmaster. This is what I expected to be the tempo of this TI, of like pressing down towers, constantly pushing, and we haven't really seen it yet, but this is the game where they need to do it.
It's really interesting how Aster just played that, though. They TP'd into the bottom jungle, right? And they were all together. I thought they were going to smoke. So like 4 heroes there, but in reality, they were just helping to cover the runes. They sent an illusion top to look. They went bottom with the Storm. He gets the Arcane rune. And, you know, Storm players, they're very keen on runes. It's like how you play this hero, right? Is you essentially need the power runes to try and accelerate yourself to that first item, because all you have is movement and like a puny little stun. And then you got like a ton of damage. But you need that extra mana from the rune, and of course, you also just need that little bit of oomph to your team fight.
There's going to be another smoke up now coming. Topson, Soxa going together in the top. They're going to run into 3 heroes, as it looks like Over to the side, a jump in, White Album there, and the relocate afterwards. They get the stun. Avatos, is it enough? No! Storm able to back out of that one, stay alive, and well, they're going to not quite manage to catch onto the Sky. But still, a big kill onto Thompson.
Yeah, and Borax, he can help split and share the Skywrath Mage ulti, and then he can just ulti after himself with the time lapse. Yeah, it's like he medic'd up his buddy, and then he just goes back to full HP.
Very nice from them, and this is going to lead into potentially a Roche. Yeah. Big plays here for Aster.
All right, but it is Seb's time, right? He has the blink. Okay, he's prepared. Question is, do they feel confident to do something about it? And well, they're gonna be too late either way. They actually, interesting, they smoke up No-Tail and Soxa, and they split. Soxa goes bottom, No-Tail goes top. So No-Tail is like, kind of like fake covering over his Earthshaker, right? While smoked up, so he can dodge the vision from the Beastmaster. So the Beastmaster they know that he's gonna see the Shaker, but No-Tail will be hidden. And that's what they're doing with the Sky now too. They're essentially trying to bait Aster in using the advanced vision of the Beastmaster. Very clever.
Will it work though? I'm not sure.
Well, they're just sitting under the Hawk smoked,
Yeah.
letting them know it's there.
Yeah.
And now you leave without killing the Hawk. So they're trying to bait them. Like they feel safe right now on Aster. Will they actually get punished is the question.
It doesn't look like it.
No.
I think that OG is realizing that even with the sort of, vision advantage that they had in that instance, if they're together, it's so hard to find a disaster lineup.
I mean, it's just so smart not to kill that bird, though. Like,
True.
honestly.
Yeah.
So many people just kill that bird, and
Yeah.
that ward's just gone.
True enough.
There's no value there.
Well, they do almost have this Helm of the Overlord now, and a 3,000 gold lead for Aster. I don't know. The combination of what Aster has at this point in time, and like OG, they went for a Dragonlance on Sumail.
It's almost there, sir.
Yeah, like I really feel like.
Is this one of those games where the Helm of the Overlord comes out and the creep never dies and Aster wins?
I think that's what's maybe going to happen here.
It feels like one of those games.
Thompson jumps in
well,
to find X.
he's
This is the perfect play if they can get it in time. But the relocate coming in. They find Seb, tries to blow him up. Oh, but the blow up! Monet ends up falling. Seb takes him down in the relocate. Is he going to come back in time? Lanham gets pulled away. And now Monet, he's a sad bear all alone. Run away, Panda. You got nowhere to go. The avalanche, the toss, the control. It was supposed to be so good.
You know that cosmetic on the bear with the little one on the back? You know his name's Little Dipper?
Oh.
You know who the Little Dipper was there?
Who was that?
That was Lana.
Oh,
He dipped out.
Yeah, he did.
I see ya.
Oh, man, that was rough. Because, again, it was all coalescing together. And, like, you've got freaking Sumail at this point who's gone, like, Falcon Blade Dragonlance. He's now getting towards that Aghanim Scepter, but think about how strong that timing would have been with Aegis from Aster. And OG, they just take perfect, they take advantage of just a mistake and punish very, very well.
Oh, that's a good reveal for the Blink Dagger, that's for sure.
Oh,
good
yeah.
first fight for Seb. And now moving towards the Aghanim Scepter. OG certainly getting one good fight. And what else do they need here? More Seb plays, more support smoke ups. Always going to be good. Assuming that Aster are probably just going to try and start grouping up a little bit with said Helm of the Overlord, though.
So the big question I have is when this Aghanim Scepter comes out from Sumail, that we know it's on its way. Actually, no, went for the Manta instead.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's an Orchid on the Storm, so.
Yeah, he has to do this.
Yeah, doesn't have a defensive support really. Would have to count on just like Fissures, and then the Fissures end up being too defensive, and you don't have them for the turn. In the team fight, that is.
I mean, maybe the Skywrath Mage makes up for it. Like, I always think about, like, the Morph Shaker just being this, like, crazy, strong, impossible thing to deal with. But
oh, it'll come later.
Right.
We'll get there.
Seb, good jump away. Looking for No-Tail now. Not finding him. Jukes jives. Gets away. And No-Tail's like, guys.
No-Tail wants to fight. They have creep vision.
Okay. Ice Blast. Ooh. Almost called his mark there with the "you're dead," but couldn't quite get it in time.
There it is. The ancient granite golem. He finally found himself an ancient creep. They kept killing them all. So XSS couldn't get one. So now he is equipped. And we're setting him in.
Jeez. They just blow him up there. So a good jump from Aster, and with the big creep, and now able to move in and take over the outpost again. There's definitely some potential here to be some death ball Dota. As White Album takes the DD, backs away, but
there you go.
they catch, they kill. And you know what happens when you get Sumail Storm Spirit? It gets dangerous. Even when it's in Morphling version.
Not quite as scary.
No, well, you know. Still pretty cool. 10-6. Still just that 2,000 gold separating the two rosters. And Aster kind of stalling out for the past few minutes, waiting for that BKB on Monet.
Yeah, it gets a little awkward too once you've like taken some of the towers, because like it feels like moving to the area isn't as valuable. But you're shutting down the farm of OG. Sure, you're not gaining as much, but you know, compared to your enemy, comparatively, of course, you're doing better. You're gaining more. They're not getting as much. You're losing a hero. Oh.
That's not the way that was supposed
That
to go.
hood?
Yeah.
Jeez, I am really surprised that saved him.
And again, another
Like
instance
just enough.
of, like all this vision that's down from OG. I'm gonna give a little tip there.
That's kind of a crazy hood buy.
Yeah,
Over a mech? That's some big brain stuff there from Lana.
there's so much magical damage. Thompson tosses back. XXS gets hit. Chase down now. They have the Diffusal Blade. Thompson trying to TP out. Is it going to be in time? No. So Aster find themselves quick kill and continue to hold.
That was a bold TP.
Yeah,
Thompson's really believing in the, the
I mean,
armor, I guess, you know.
there's nowhere else to go, but yeah, it's a rough one. So yeah, I'm still wondering when this Ags comes out. Like, I really feel like Aster need to hit this timing when the BKB comes out on the Ursa if they want to try and shut this one down. Like, if he gets that Aghanims, how dangerous of a timing is that for OG?
On the Ursa, like, eventually?
No, on the Morphling.
Oh,
the
sorry,
ag-
I was a
the
little
Ag
confused. Yeah,
Shaker.
sorry. I mean, yeah, that's like their big timing, I would say. Like, that's pretty much all they're playing for at this point on OG is the Aghanims. They're just like stalling out. I was just gonna say that the thing that's most surprising to me right now is that the least active hero has actually been Vorax. Right? Like he's 1-1 and 2. As you know, he kind of showed up for like a little bit of the map movements and stuff, but a lot of his game has been spent just like down here pushing out this dead lane and you know, trying to limit the amount of kills that OG can get. Very interesting though, and does have the Spirit Vessel. Also took the Tome there too, and is considering that Aghanims as well, because we have the AA, we have the Sky. You know, that Ags is a ton of burst damage. You can catch someone after the initial burst, and like, you know, halfway through the big combos between the Tiny and the Sky. That's completely fight and game winning.
Oh, I don't know if that was a visual bug or not, or if they saw what was going on, but the jump to Thompson's not going to connect. Now looking for Seb, now looking for No Tail, now looking for a way out, and he is gone! White Album overextending, but now the turn, they take down Seb. And Lenham living on absolutely nothing. You know, that pipe keeping him alive. XXS trying to back away. Avatar's yet again, Waveform through, in some trouble.
The Hex.
And they got him caught for the kill, and well, the bugs, it's gonna be enough for the right click down. Otail appreciating what Sumail is doing here in this game.
I love Pig Bowl.
You talking to me?
It's pretty good.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Oh man.
That is that's a Storm Spirit play right there. Going in like that, like when you don't have well, here's the thing, he actually does have good vision forward right now, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the issue.
Radiant's middle tower is under
It again is one of those instances where, like, you know, we talk about Rubik all the time, but
Yeah,
Sumail there
yeah.
switching into the Weaver and getting the bugs on it, it's devastating.
It's probably his best copy this game, right? Yeah, I think it probably is. Shikuchi and having the minus armor. That's a pretty tough one to beat.
Obviously, once the Aghanim Scepter comes out, there's going to be the transformation into Seb that they can work with.
Yeah. That, you know, later, that one's obviously very, very good. But until there's an Aghanims,
Yeah.
we're only working on enemies. But yeah, so those sort of jump-ins should not happen when you have a Weaver and a Beastmaster. I would consider that to be a pretty big problem. I think that he might feel some pressure and maybe a little bit of safety doing it because they have these potential for relocates, either relocating himself out theoretically, but more than likely getting some additional coverage by relocating the Ursa in. But he was completely out of mana when he's done that AA. It's just like, what's the point of it, you know, at that state of the game?
Quick jump. Monet finds no tail. Seb has the Echo in 15 seconds. As we can see, newly minted, the Aghanim Scepter. So when Sumail does eventually get that item, this is going to really start turning. And he has it. He's got it. All right.
This is the timing. We're there.
God, I feel like...
And he has Essence Ring 2 on the Shaker. That makes this so much better. Because the main problem is that sometimes the Shaker has trouble keeping up with the Morphling, and if he tries to play too close to the Morphling, then the Shaker dies. But Essence Ring, being a core, having the Strength Treads, he is like 2,600 HP right now.
Incredibly hard to kill him.
2,700. My bad.
And I think like this is the big thing is I felt like Aster needed to get more done, but this combo, this timing that comes out with a Morph Shaker, it's just, it feels so impossible to fight against. But we'll see if Aster can do it. They've been playing well so far. Need to just make sure they execute and possibly take out Seb first or find a way to blow up Sumail if he leaves himself open to it. But DD Rune spawns bottom. Oh, man.
We saw that timing, the Thompson had on his items too, and like where he started gold-wise, and look where he is now. Like, they clearly have a very good definition of how they want to play Dota. We discussed this the last time with the OG, but like Thompson has lost a ton of priority in terms of farm. They're giving way more to Sumail and Seb out of his pocket without really impacting the supports too much, which is pretty cool. Except no tail this game because like he's AA, so you know, go dig up some bounties if you want some gold. I don't know. Get your trusty shovel out. Can I get a hit no tail? Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, he got the gold.
Nailed it. Perfect.
That's a good sign. You're gonna win the next team fight whenever you dig up a bounty.
Got it. It's the only way. Sumail, DD still sitting pretty. Gonna just take a punch from Roche for no reason. That's fine. But they have an opportunity to take this fight if they want with the DD. Ursa, BKB done. We're talking about.
Oh, health the Morphling Shard too.
Oh, yeah.
I love how they just go in and punch Roche and bring him out.
Is this gonna, I mean, I feel like they can kind of just go in and do this, and like, what do you do if you're Aster at this point? I mean, they're gonna send in the Hawk, they're gonna see this. White Album is on the other side of the map, and still not showing up.
That was a little crazy.
Yeah.
He's teasing them.
Down, toss back, success, in some trouble. Now the turn onto Thompson, trying to jump, trying to go for the kill, but it's not enough. Now White Album jumps in, trying to control, seeing if they can kill him off. They have the fireball down, everything for Seb, and he will eventually fall. And now, Monet, he killed Sumail.
They made some mistakes.
Dead for 60 seconds, no buyback.
He got organized. That zip through was perfectly timed by White Album. And you do not want to fight this right now as Aster. They need to back up a little bit, recuperate, get everything back, because a lot of the tools from OG are gone, and most importantly, the Morphling is too. So just, you know, don't fight them in the pit.
40 seconds
Use
with no
your
Sumail.
heroes. Find the vision.
That's all they need. Suddenly a 5,000 gold lead, and that was
Korak,
supposed to be the moment, but he jumps in and gets caught and gets killed. He has buyback. Time lapse is back in for the fight. Used a good jump on him, but now if you start losing heroes, this is where things start to look bad. The roar comes out, able to connect. Borax runs in, no buyback for him. White Album tries to take down Seb and will get that finish. So this opens up Roche.
Borax is a genius. He wanted to die there for the buyback time lapse in. I mean, it works out because they get the kill on Seb after.
Yeah.
But that was absolutely terrifying. A little bit risky. But they'll take it.
Relocate. Now they find Saksa, able to catch him. And they find themselves another kill. Monet laughing away at this one. And again, like, think about how much of a difference it makes. Like that Orchid timing, like you were talking about, White Album coming in after having to play, you know, got freaking sick and now is back on the field. That's what you want to see. 8,000 gold lead from Aster.
And you got to imagine the difference between like, I can't play today and I can play today is, it's not that huge. I feel like he's probably, you know, not at 100% quite yet. You know,
I mean,
like obviously he wants to play so badly that I'm sure he was probably just like quite literally not allowed to play yesterday or something.
right.
Like doctor's orders to like now be in here performing this well is just ridiculous. The dedication.
Well, 7,000 gold lead, and the vision game is where it feels like OG need to be incredibly careful here. Right, these Hawks, it's a death sentence if they find you. Borax spots. All right, some more Illusions. They do a lot of damage. Oh, oh my God, he has the time lapse. Run away, Borax. That's for somebody else to try and battle. But this is the combo still. OG, they flubbed it last time, but this is what you're looking for. This is what they built the draft around.
The Ice Climbers are here.
Okay.
And then Popo.
Jump. Finds him when they ran through it. Now in some trouble. White Album just jumps in and finds for the kill.
Man, Seb is just like, he doesn't have the Manta, you know? Sumail's like, I cannot play Dota without a Manta or a Dispel. And Seb's like, I have to go Blink Eggs. It's my only choice for the team. And it is hurting him greatly. It's not letting Sumail play.
Yeah.
Right? They're not utilizing this combo at all. They're just breaking it up.
Now, you've got this incredibly strong push.
You know, that's also how you beat Ice Climbers. All right, anyway, sorry, continue.
The other thing that I'll mention is, like, you know, Monet has been a pretty standout player in this game, playing on this Ursa. You think back to, like, you know, TI7 time when he was playing with LFY, he was this hot new up-and-coming player and, you know, kind of got eclipsed by a lot of the young superstars out of China, and now finally getting the chance to really show his stuff after a full year and a bit hiatus. This is the player that we were all hoping he could eventually be, and looking pretty good here in this game number 1.
Thompson, Invis here as well.
Looking.
Sentry down, knows he's safe.
And you're gonna come after my buddy. Monet's coming for you. Right clicks come through, and they take down Thompson.
That is not worth. Yeah. And that already looks scary because it's like an Ursa with an Aegis, so
Wait,
like...
they're still going. Oh, they're jumping though, Seb. He found him. XXS didn't get a chance. Waveform through. White Album pulls back onto Seb. They need to kill him. They need to bring him down. Lanham, they try and jump away, and they will finish him off. Sumail still has some duration left on this one. And they find the bash. Monet, godlike. A haste rune spawns in the river to try and chase down for Sumail.
And they have the vision
Sumail
too.
has to run.
They know where he's going.
Oh, it's deadly. A very timely haste rune, and Sumail just hoping to get out of dodge. And they will finally manage to escape, it looks like.
Oh, well, you say that. White Album's nearby.
Oh, God. Is he going to find him?
Manta, so no, he's good. He's good.
Okay.
He's out of there.
Jeez.
A little bit scary there, but, you know, Seb, he goes in, he gets that big Echo Slam, but there was still White Album.
Yeah.
He just gets orchided after, and that's the end. And the real issue is that he's dying so often that he can't progress on his itemization, so he picks up a Ghost Scepter, but that doesn't really solve the problem. I feel like he would have preferred, like, you know, maybe a Lotus, maybe that Lincoln's, and he's got queued up, but he got stuck at, like, the little tiny in-between item to see if he can survive a bit longer.
It's what you need to do at this point, but it's just, I mean, it's really hard. I don't know. I guess that they still need him for that initiation, but I would love the idea of just like him hiding back and, you know, letting Sumail be the one that goes in. But I mean, he kind of has to be the one to go in, I guess.
And one of the scariest things to have to do in Dota is to buy a gem in this situation. No Tail buys one. They're down 10K right now, but it's been a little bit brutal from the Hawks and everything. So they have to try and get some control back over their own territory and ensure that that zip and that potential for White Album. They need to bring back to, like, bad zip Storm Spirit. Not these good zips using the vision and getting those perfect silences off. And here comes one of those Hawks.
Right in.
It's actually, that's pretty cool that it just dies right to the Ice Vortex, right, with the Shard.
Oh, yeah.
On No Tail. That's a really good tool versus Beastmaster.
Well, and again, the big thing that they've been doing constantly, I think, on OG is trying to sort of ignore Monet while this Aegis is online. And now, the Aegis down, there's an opportunity here. That being said, Monet does have the Abyssal Blade done. He's got BKB. This Ursa is very hard to deal with. 4,000 gold ahead of the Morph. I think the Abyssal Blade is the biggest one. And they also almost have the Agnum Scepter now on the Weaver.
Yeah, if he gets Abyssal, is there anything? Probably, yeah, there is a 4 staff on Soxa. And maybe a potential for, future one for No Tail too. I like that decision. I think he has to go for it.
I wouldn't mind seeing a nullifier then.
Oh, true. That is definitely the way to go, yeah. Wants a Scotty, though. Morphling matchup. That's also fair.
Yeah, that's a good point. Monet still rocking the Orbit Corrosion, but it's Aster that are trying to go for the suffocation play, take away their farm, take down objectives, and most importantly for Aster, try and secure that next Roche when it comes up. Still a minute and a half away, and this does give some time for OG to pressure out on the map. This tier 2 tower down bottom gonna take a beat.
Yeah, the Twitch chat goes wild for Aster.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone pleased that they're showing up here. Okay, a few cheers for OG as well. Now, this is our little battle back and forth you see here, but at the top you can see it's much larger for Aster, so.
Wow.
Got more Aster fans here, clearly.
10K. It's the gold differential, 21 to 13. And the storyline, I think, of this game so far has really been just, you know, the failure to execute on this Morph Shaker combo, and Aster really being the ones to play around the strength of Monet and White Album, hitting some very clutch interrupts.
I would envision this as like OG kind of look like a bunch of little kids trying to get a ball into a hoop, and White Album's just like jumping up and slamming them down. Like he's like 7 feet tall, just like smacking big blocks on kids for these huge Orchid plays.
I like that.
Yeah.
But, oh wait, Thompson. Get some bugs on him. Oh, they know. Jump in. Over to the side. Monet found him. Seb's dead again. And now the chase. Thompson in some trouble. Fusel there. They're going to buy back now on Seb. And that signals Aster walk away. OG, they want to chase. They want something here. I don't think they're going to get it.
Just get Orchided over and over and over again. You think, all right, I'll get myself a Ghost Scepter. Abyssal, dead. It's like, all right, well, there's no winning here, clearly.
What are you going to do?
I love how he's the Abyssal right into the silence, too. Gotta find ourselves a new neutral item here, perhaps.
Oh, yeah, the Mindbreaker. Yeah, that's devastating. There's nowhere to go. But the buyback's certainly going to hurt. I don't know, can Thompson be the one that goes in first? I guess that fight was different because like things got a little bit weird right at the start. They were revealed on a Hawk, and they just like, as soon as they saw Seb, they're like, we can go. But
as long as we stay positive.
Yeah, I don't know. Thompson needs a bit more. He wants the Silver Edge.
Yeah.
He just needs like something else for a little bit more damage. But one of the issues with his game is that he doesn't have the accelerator at all. You know, he has the magic acceleration because, you know, or at least amplification, thanks to the help of the Ancient Seal from the Skywrath Mage. But he doesn't have an Empower, doesn't have a Bloodlust. This is not the same Tiny that we've been seeing in a lot of our matches. There's no Lycan for the Wolf Bite.
Yeah, and as soon as they've sort of crossed that threshold of damage, it means that Thompson's not able to get that immediate elimination. And even when he did, we think about that fight where, you know, took out Lenham right at the start. Monet just turned around and was like, all right, well, I'm going to kill you then. There's nothing left in the tank.
They have a double Force Staff now, though, so harder to get these kills, be it Orchid or Abyssal. Maybe the two supports can help out and save Seb, and he might be able to get like the Regoose play back into the engagement, try and turn things. What we need then at that point for the stack of the team fight and the spells is we need the Aghanim Scepter on the Weaver.
Yes.
Again, another thing that can really break up the flow of a team fight to a large surprise.
But are they going to be able to get this one in time? There's vision around this area, and
OG not have sentries.
I mean, I guess not. There's, oh god, he got bashed by Roche, and they go at the same time on Seb. When they tries to get him, Ghost Scepter out. White Album focusing onto one. And it looks like they
Seb's
will
out.
eventually kill Soxa here, most likely. White Album, Avatos down low. They can't get on top of that freaking storm. Soxa down low, and
Seb
will die
spotted.
to the boar. They still can't get it. So they have to buy back. They lose No Tail, but they will kill White Album. Much needed. But now in some trouble. XSS gets turned on, gets exploded. Sumail, BKB out, now turning on the Lenham, taking him down as well. Monet, Angry Bear, but the Enrage does it up. He's going against them all on his own. And now the rest of the team buys back, gets in the fight, takes down Sumail to boot.
Yo, let's
Monet
go,
is the legend, and Borax makes the plays.
He just followed Seb that whole fight. Like, Seb got gone on, as you noticed at the very beginning, and he tried to loop back around up to his own side of the jungle, and Borax just, he got a bug on him in the Roche pit. Again, thanks to that one Hawk, which spotted so much around Roche, and then he just got stalked by Borax, and he couldn't play, right? Like, what are you going to do as an Earthshaker when this happens? So that initial Hawk, as you can see, not spotted, right?
Yeah.
That's what gives them the jump off the bash. Up top, you see them hop onto Seb. And then our first victim here, man, I tell you, invisibility has really been the invincibility today in a lot of our games. But Sumail not able to land that combo, obviously, just a little bit too late. Kind of shows the nerfs that have happened to this build, right, over time.
It's true.
It's not quite as devastating as it was. As you can see, there's actually pings from Seb. He's pinging his own hero during that, just like, guys, please, help. I can't do anything right now. This Weaver's just on me.
Yeah. Needed that help, and there was nowhere. I mean, the fight had spread out too far by that point. Now, Tier 3 tower going to get taken down. Aster, after an incredibly disappointing day #1, are coming in and trying to take down OG, the 2-time TI champions. And they're looking to secure this. OG need to come up with some answers. They've still got Aegis, Cheese on the IO, Refresher on the Weaver. There's going to be at least 2 sets of racks, it looks like, or at least the Tier 3 tower. No, okay, they're backing. OG, can they punish? Can they chase?
I don't think they can without Seb.
Okay.
I think they'll be happy to go back and get up their neutral items here. Tier 4 available. 38.5 minutes after that big fight. They had more important things to do than farm the jungle. So now they go back and collect these items. We'll get a couple better items here for some of these heroes. I'm looking for Monet specifically. I feel like he doesn't really need the old Mindbreaker anymore. So
That's a good point.
best item. Ooh, Penta Edge. That can be kind of hype. Oh, it's like I willed it to be.
Penta Edge is
My
there.
God.
Oh, man. Trickster Cloak coming out as well. OG in the meantime. I mean, again, if they can find that big fight, this is the combo. God, look at that damage differential.
Yeah, and now he has a Penta Edge. They just
Yeah.
passed it up to him. Oh, neutral items. Amazing.
And, all OG need is that one fight, though.
Oh, the
This
Hawk.
is a lineup that can do it, but will it happen?
Now, they still have the gem, but mind you, the AoE's not that large. And it's still on no-tail, which is pretty scary.
Yeah, he gets found at all. He's just done so. Sumail trying to get towards that butterfly now. Yeah, the fights just feel really tough. Like, they really don't have an answer for Monet. This Ursa pick was been absolutely superb. And now they're trying to herd OG around the map. No tail, didn't get hit with the bugs, can maybe hide away. Oh! X marks the spot again. Borax goes down. That's the play that they needed. They lose Soxa for it though. But can they still take this fight without him? Jumps in, Monet catches on to no tail. That's Gem on the ground looking for more. They find anybody else looking, jump in. Abyssal Blade turns down to Sumail. Abyssal's one, tries to kill the other, and Sumail falls. Triple kill for Monet. This is the slowest beatdown that we've seen in a while. Doesn't quite manage to find that bash.
Oh my God, it was the tether stun. I could not figure out what happened to Sumail. I was like, what? What just interrupted all that? But the shard, it's so sneaky the way it operates in this specific scenario, because like the way that they're trying to jump in there with Sumail and Seb, right? They're essentially doomed to be in that tether.
Yeah,
Right? And it's
true.
like breaking out. It's such a like finesse combo. You're trying to get like that perfect wobble situation where they're just like stunned, 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 stunned. But they can't do it. Look at this. Like,
Yeah.
Sag comes in and it's just like,
They both
oh, now
get
you get
stunned
stunned.
out.
Yeah.
I mean, look at, for everybody that's been around for a while, normally we talk about, like, if you haven't been in Dota for a while, but people might remember this from back in the day. This is the new answer to Morph Shaker. Just get an IO, get a shard.
Just get tether stun, apparently.
They end up stunning themselves.
They do the work for you. That's great.
Oh, man. What a flub. That one hurts. 41 minutes in, and Aster with a sneaky pickup. Atlanta, this guy's been around forever. He knew what he needed to get. That's amazing.
There's nothing better than the shards that don't give you another button but are really good. You know?
Exactly.
I don't have anything else to worry about right now. Just gonna do my normal stuff.
God, what a play.
Oh, Timeless Relic? Nice.
That's unbelievable.
It's, oh, I don't even know who's gonna want that.
Keep it for IO. Oh, and now Aster, 96% win probability, at least according to Dota 2, but things looking quite good for them with the Aegis still in hand for, well, actually about to be reclaimed. Oh, are OG going to try and hit this timing? They know it. Seb.
Yes.
Oh, the BKB though, but the Ghost Scepter. Good
Good
reaction. Looking for a secondary stun. Jump in afterwards. Thompson, Abba, toss. A-Blast comes in though, and there's the echo, but he got stunned again! Monet tries to turn, hoping to do something at all here. They've already lost the storm, despite looking okay for OG at the moment.
Sox is still alive somehow.
Looking, chasing, waveform. XXS gets caught, gets chased, still invis, but they get the vision, and eventually they're gonna find the beatdown as they take down 3. This was the fight OG were waiting for.
Io, Storm, and Beastmaster. Still a giant lead, of course, for Aster. You know, you can't get too far ahead of yourselves, but it proves that there is a chance now for OG. They have an opportunity. And you know that's the case whenever there's Morph Shaker. I believe Thompson's fine here.
Well, we will see. He's thinking about going. I mean, he knew. So
he did not know.
He didn't know about Monet, but he didn't know,
Yeah.
know about at least the chase down.
He thought Sumail could come in, they could bait his death. Now Sumail, he's the pressure. He wants to try and turn this. There's the overpower onto the Morph. Seb's coming too.
Spirit Vessel already.
Now he can copy the Shaker.
Has to be careful. Borax in trouble, and Borax is gonna
dropping.
Fall. One by one, they're getting a little bit too big for the britches here on the Aster lineup.
Now they still have a 2 set of racks lead, so that's pretty good, right? You had 2 lanes, always gonna be pushing a little bit in your favor on the side of Aster, so like these wipes don't hurt quite as much as when you have this big lead without a racks. But it's all just little stepping stones, right? They're going up the stairs. We're trying not to fall back down any stairs throughout the rest of this journey, but it's a steady ascension back to an even game, because the issue is that OG are still in the basement. They got to find themselves in the level ground, which in Europe is 0, and I find that confusing. But it actually makes more sense.
That's true.
When you think about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so maybe the rest of the world could just do that too.
That sounds great.
Probably, and you know what? I say Europe, it's probably the rest of the world and not North America, but we think we're the center of the universe,
Dude,
not
so
just
good.
the world. So
they're unraveling.
Yeah.
You found the moment, and you know who else have found the moment? OG here.
And there's the segue.
They
Perfect.
have done. I mean, again, this is like the comeback team, right? This is the lineup that's done it time and again. And right now they're putting the game, it feels like in Sumail's hands. That's sort of been the point of, it feels like their entire group stage. Give him whatever they can.
Wow, they're trying to give Seb level 25 here.
You can see the player comparison for the moment. He has definitely been given the higher priority, but I will say that I feel like White Album has had a couple more of those more standout moments.
Oh yeah, 100%. Sumail is, he's slowly getting there. Every item makes it just so much easier for Sumail, right? Because you know it's a struggle with like everything they're playing versus, and Seb's having some itemization issues because he obviously like has a harder time farming compared to the Morphling. He's still struggling to progress past his items. He at least has that Lincoln's now. But Sumail can pick and choose a little bit easier into ways to catch back in, and wow, that is a very late Roche spawn. That is really good news for OG. And the OG fans. This is where you guys need to like make the crowd thing happen.
The cheers.
Because you got a late Roche spawn. I don't know how it works. I haven't looked yet, but I'm sure you guys will figure it out.
An interesting series of events. I will say too now, you know, you've got the Satanic done for the Morph lane. They've got a way to dispel there, multiple ways to dispel. Oh, this could be scary. Jump in, done. No force staff reaction. They can't get there in time. Monet pops the BKB, turns onto Thompson. He's blown up. Has
Instant
to buy
buyback.
back. They know that they need to be here. But again, it's a long Roche spawn.
Wow, I can't believe all these OG fans are dying when they just lost 2 heroes. That's so weird. Like, why are they cheering like crazy? These are really sadistic fans.
Dude, you baited it so hard right there. Oh, man. Well, 18,000 gold. And more importantly, the buyback status that we're sitting at right now. We've got 4 ready for Radiant. Only no tail available with the buyback. As we get closer and closer to this Roche fight, it's going to determine so much.
Like, who goes in first right now for OG? Like, how do you figure out what's happening over here, you know? This is not an easy situation. They're blind. If you go to their vid, they don't see anything.
Yeah.
You go to the vision on Aster, they see everything.
They see OG.
They see like the entirety of the middle of this map.
Uh-oh, Thompson, he gets jumped on right at the start. The BKBs come out and the beatdown commences.
They're just fishing a barrel. Like, that vision's unreal right now.
They see everything. But They don't see Sumail. Sumail looking for the chase down, but instead they found Saksa, able to chase, able to kill. A double now for Monet, looking for another, seeing if you can find a third. And just like that, they take them both down. No buybacks on any of those heroes for OG. They're gonna run into the Roche. It's a long spawn, but does that mean they just go up and try and take racks? I think so. Aster forcing out reactions, a heck of a couple of plays.
Now the Earthshaker, they wouldn't know for sure, right? There was no buyback. They might know because of his items and everything, but they probably don't know. The Tiny they know is not coming back. That one's a guarantee. The Morphling they also wouldn't be sure if he has buyback right now too. He wants to make his way to this fight, but for now Sumail is indeed under vision, just still hitting Ancients. So
they're trying to force out any type of reaction, any type of buyback, maybe realizing now that there isn't one, and instead they're gonna set their sights on these tier 4 towers. Do you go tier 4s against OG, or do you go for Roche? They're making a decision right now. Will it come back to haunt them? They're dropping down as many of these little dualies over and over again. Sumail backs away.
I think they can end it.
They're trying
30
to.
seconds. They see the speed. They're hitting the buildings.
Turns forward. There's the Ice Blast. It comes down afterwards. Sumail dropping somewhat low. Waveform through, doing a good chunk of damage. They have buyback on
Buildings.
No Tail, but it's only Sumail that's left. Swings, misses. GG called. Aster take game number 1.
Aster. Oh man, I bet they're just going nuts right now.
That's crazy.
Getting themselves the win versus OG, a team obviously double champion.